My neighbor Vivian, who fancies herself an influencer, took a picture of my spouse Harrison. In her clip, she coos to followers, "You all should memorize this romantic advice from my CEO neighbor." Her audience immediately assumed he was married to a corporate executive. The sheer cuteness overwhelmed them. Vivian encouraged her subscribers to attack me across social platforms. Harrison promptly created a Facebook profile, mentioned me in a post, and declared I'm his only spouse. Legal proceedings for defamation are being prepared.
Welcome to listen to my full sweet love series novel. I'm the blogger and I'm Twilight's novel. Now let's start the main story.
My neighbor Vivian, who fancies herself an influencer, took a picture of my spouse Harrison. In her clip, she coos to followers, "You all should memorize this romantic advice from my CEO neighbor." Her audience immediately assumed he was married to a corporate executive. The sheer cuteness overwhelmed them. Vivian encouraged her subscribers to attack me across social platforms. Harrison promptly created a Facebook profile, mentioned me in a post, and declared I'm his only spouse. Legal proceedings for defamation are being prepared. After bathing, I scrolled through videos on my device. There she appeared again. That recognizable visage. She goes by Vivian. Our community considers her a prominent content creator. The photograph she held seemed hauntingly familiar. It depicted my partner Harrison with partial facial visibility. She rambled incessantly throughout the recording. "Meet my CEO neighbor. I took a spill earlier and he assisted me up, remarking, 'Why stumble like a toddler?' Remember this charming phrase, everyone." Numerous admirers praised his endearing nature. These comments ignited my fury. I hurled my phone at Harrison as he emerged from the shower. Harrison appeared bewildered but embraced me before examining my screen. After viewing the content, distress flooded his expression. "Darling, let me clarify," he pleaded. "I merely walked past her when she collapsed against me." He wore the expression of an unjustly accused man. I arched one eyebrow skeptically. "And where did children enter this scenario?" Harrison seemed even more aggrieved. I simply remarked, "She's an adult who can't maintain balance. She nearly destroyed the pastries I bought you." My laughter erupted uncontrollably. Seeing my amusement, Harrison joined in. He embraced me firmly and used my device to message Vivian directly. He demanded video removal. Her eventual reply suggested, "Perhaps we should connect privately to negotiate?" Harrison responded by sending security footage instead. "Remove your video or I'll publish this recording with explanations for your followers." The surveillance tape contained audio clearly demonstrating Harrison's irritation. After prolonged silence, Vivian finally deleted her post. I assumed the matter concluded until our doorbell chimed the following night. Vivian waited outside holding a petite cake. She wore a revealing camisole. Spotting me, she grinned and inquired, "Is Harrison available? I require his attention." I scrutinized her appearance. "You may address me instead." Her eyes kept darting behind me. Noticing Harrison's silhouette, she shoved past me into our home. "I prepared these treats personally as apology," she announced while casually touching his forearm. Harrison immediately scowled and escorted her out brusquely. "Ms. Vivian, this nocturnal intrusion is inappropriate. You've alarmed my wife. I lack representation and hoped you'd sign me," she confessed. Then realization struck. Vivian must have discovered Harrison leads Scrupp Corporation. "Vivian, you're unaware," Harrison stated. "My spouse handles company contracts. It's her decision." Vivian then focused on me. I dismissed her with an eye roll. "I don't endorse this. Vivian fails our criteria." I shut the door forcefully. Days later, I encountered Vivian at corporate headquarters. On her inaugural day, she distributed numerous trinkets to staff. Colleagues murmured she bypassed standard hiring protocols. When colleagues hinted about her Harrison connections, she offered knowing smiles without denial. She held court among sycophants, behaving proprietarily. Noticing my approach, she extended a wrapped present with a smirk. "Amelia, even your rejection couldn't keep me out. Cross me and suffer repercussions. Practice some humility." I ignored her absurd taunts. Her employment method intrigued me. While trusting Harrison implicitly, I suspected third-party machinations. As anticipated, Harrison summoned me to his workspace shortly thereafter. We maintain workplace discretion about our marriage. I earned my role through merit, not spousal privilege. When these facts remained unspoken, Harrison appeared thoroughly vexed. Sweetheart, Kate authorized Vivian's hiring. I'll rectify this and terminate her. Kate, Harrison's stepmother, publicly dotes on him while privately antagonizing him. His pre-inheritance hardships became public knowledge later. This naturally strained my Kate relations. Kate operates a lifestyle vlog flaunting affluent existence, accruing substantial followers. Her unusual Vivian investment puzzled me. Smiling, I advised, "No, darling, you must indulge her. Let her confidence grow." Harrison recognized my expression. "You're scheming again, you mischievous thing." Vivian had identified Harrison's executive status. Her relentless Harrison fixation demanded proper response. I couldn't waste her dedicated efforts. I straightened Harrison's necktie. Remember, the greater the height, the more painful the plummet. I intend her downfall to be catastrophic. She'll never again desire my possessions. My assertive nature typically confronts transgressions directly. Marriage mellowed me slightly, but Vivian's provocations unleashed my restraint. As head of talent management, I received Vivian, Kate's obvious provocation, in my department. Initially, Vivian maintained decorum. Soon she delivered elaborate lunches to Harrison's office daily. Harrison consistently shared these offerings with me. Emboldened by perceived security, Vivian escalated her audacity. The office buzzed with speculation as Vivian made frequent visits to Harrison's workspace. Claire occasionally dropped by, projecting an image of familial closeness. She would pat Vivian's hand and reassure, "If anyone troubles you here, just call me." Vivian resumed editing, uploading clips about her bossy neighbor to grow her following. I clicked on one, and there she was, her face a blend of feigned shyness and saccharine sweetness. "Ladies, guess what? I'm now officially working with my bossy neighbor." She spun her fabricated tale. The bossy neighbor claimed, "My cooking is amazing." But then he turned on the charm saying, "Ladies shouldn't have to cook, just be adored. He's just too smooth." Harrison looked utterly bewildered. "Darling, I swear I never ate her food. I only told her to stop bringing me meals. That last part is a complete lie." I covered Harrison's face playfully. "Nope, I'm allergic to bossy neighbors. I don't want to look at you right now." Harrison feigned deeper hurt. "Sweetheart, I can't take this anymore. I'm firing her immediately." I stopped him. "Hold on, hubby. Being a man isn't easy. Stay strong." Harrison slumped onto my shoulder, his hands growing restless. "Then you owe me compensation for emotional distress." Before I could protest, he pulled me under the covers. Then Harrison's phone rang. A call from Vivian. He frowned, but I answered. Vivian's sugary voice oozed through the speaker. "Harrison, I ran out of shower gel outside your door. Can you let me in?" She sent a bathrobe selfie, her collarbone prominently displayed. I deliberately yelled into the phone, "Hubby's bedtime," and hung up. Teasing Harrison, I smirked. "Some girls at your door in the middle of the night dressed like that. Aren't you going to check?" The phone rang again. "Vivian." Harrison powered it off, pulling me close. "She can stand there all night for all I care. I'm more interested in finishing what we started." Before he finished speaking, he was already hovering over me. The next day, Vivian looked exhausted, sneezing repeatedly. I stifled a laugh. Served her right for standing outside in that flimsy robe. Still young and impulsive, Vivian couldn't mask her irritation. She approached me demanding, "I have a photo shoot today, you're coming with me." I found it absurd. "I manage your work schedule. Accompanying you on shoots is an assistant's job." The assistant manager intervened with a placating smile. "Manager Amelia, you know Vivian's status. Why not join her for fun? The company's covering expenses." Vivian smirked, emphasizing, "Yes, Anna." I patted her shoulder mockingly. "Why call me Anna? Address me as manager. We're not friends." She sneered. "You and us young folks are years apart. Anna is appropriate." Leaning in, I whispered, Don't forget I control your resources. Not to mention Harrison and I aren't divorced yet. Sure you want to speak to me like that? Her eyes widened before she reluctantly muttered, Manager. I smiled sweetly. See? That wasn't so hard. Why make me scare you? We were scheduled for an outdoor shoot. Vivian had planned the theme and location. Unwilling to endure her presence, I took a separate car. I arrived punctually, but after 30 minutes, Vivian was nowhere in sight. Her petty revenge was obvious, letting personal grudges sabotage work. I called twice, no answer. On the third attempt, she feigned surprise. Oh, manager. Didn't I tell you? I changed the location, so sorry. You'll have to come here now. Her new spot was a 2-hour drive away. Vivian, you're doing this on purpose. She taunted. So what? Hurry up, manager. We're waiting. I hung up and called Jeremy. After explaining, he replied, God, I'll be there soon. Jeremy was the photographer assigned to Vivian's shoot. His team had worked with Scrupp for years, and we shared mutual respect. He despised unprofessionalism. No way he'd tolerate Vivian's antics. Since Vivian wanted to waste my time, I decided to bring the photographers to her. I settled at a nearby cafe, sipping my drink while waiting. 2 hours later, Jeremy's team arrived. Handing them drinks, I apologized. Sorry for dragging you out here. Jeremy shook his head. Not your fault. Vivian's the problem. She talks big but acts like a child. I nodded knowingly. Vivian always played the innocent damsel, and men fell for it. Before long, Vivian arrived, her makeup ruined from travel. She didn't bother hiding her anger. Amelia, you're shameless, enjoying snacks while I suffered. I smiled. Miss Vivian, if we don't start soon, it'll be dark. Panicked, she rushed to redo her makeup. Jeremy's team was elite. Missing this shoot meant waiting months for another chance. During the session, Vivian struggled to perform. Even with Jeremy's guidance, the shots were mediocre. As night fell, Jeremy finally said, Miss Vivian, let's reschedule. After this, further collaboration isn't viable. Vivian tried pleading, but Jeremy ignored her. Once he left, I pulled Vivian aside. My patience has limits. She scoffed. What will you do? I tightened my grip. Hasn't Harrison told you? I'm a black belt in Taekwondo. Returning to the office late, I recounted the day to Harrison. He was stunned. She's really vicious. Good job, sweetheart. Mentioning Jeremy sparked his jealousy. What? You brought Jeremy into this. Now that guy gets to play hero for you. Back before Harrison and I were official, Jeremy had pursued me. Even now, his name made Harrison bristle. Just as I tried calming him, Vivian stormed in. Harrison, don't be mad at Amelia because of me. Today was my fault anyway. She'd assumed Harrison was angry at me over the shoot. Her delusional logic left me speechless. Whatever, I'd just chalk it up to toying with a fool. To monitor Vivian, I created a fake account to follow her videos. Her fans demanded updates on the promised shoot. She replied, the manager's sister called the photographers away last minute. Probably unintentional. Don't blame her. Then she posted a teary-eyed selfie on another platform. The caption read, when others throw mud at me, I plant lotus flowers. With a few words, she painted me the villain while playing the martyr. Anyone would call it a masterclass in manufactured innocence. Predictably, her followers swallowed the tale whole. The manager's sister became their villain. They flooded comments with sympathy, demanding the government Harry defend his little darling. I read one aloud to Harrison, the real government Harry beside me, and he groaned, squeezing his eyes shut. I might vomit. Thanks for that. I logged into my burner account and posted. Collaborated with Vivian today. She relocated the shoot last minute, so we couldn't finish. Worried for her. Hope she overcomes these work hurdles. Luckily, my husband keeps me company. May Vivian and I both thrive professionally. I attached a photo of Harrison lounging on our bed and hit send. He frowned. Sweetheart, what's your game? I flashed a cryptic smile. You'll see. Don't overthink it. After the shoot disaster, Vivian grew restless. The office vibe shifted. Colleagues who once greeted me now avoided eye contact. They clustered around Vivian, fawning over her. "Vivian, you're too generous with these gifts. Your fans adore you. You and Harrison are meant to be so much kinder than backstabbers." The last barb clarified things. These minor influencers, usually sycophantic for career favors, now saw Vivian as the boss's wife. Her genius? Letting others attack while she played the wounded dove. At the scheduled live stream, no one showed. One stammered, "Manager, they refused to work with a backstabber." I laughed. Their loss. I won't beg. On my burner account, I posted again. Vivian's group suddenly withdrew from tonight's event. Perhaps work is beneath them with so many adoring fans? Not my place to judge. My earlier post, Harrison's photo, had drawn Vivian's rabid followers. Their comments seethed. "That's Government Harry. Homewrecker. Who dug up her dirt? I'll expose her if no one else will." I smirked. Time to make Vivian pack her desk. I strode into the office mid-gossip. The room froze. Vivian's confidence came from Claire. Yesterday's viral video showed them arm in arm, fans crowing about mother-in-law approval. She'd started believing her own fairy tale. I scanned the room. Who's boycotting the live stream? Step forward. Hesitation flickered until Vivian took charge. "We won't collaborate with certain backstabbers." The others scurried to her side, desperate to curry favor with the boss's wife. Before I could respond, Harrison's voice cut through. "What's happening?" He slid an arm around my waist. Someone had tipped him off. I briefed him silently, my wink signaling now's the time. Vivian whimpered. "Harrison." He ignored her, addressing the group. "Since you've chosen sides, you're barred from future events." Their faces blanched. They'd expected to impress Vivian, not lose opportunities. Then Harrison turned to Vivian. "Pack your things. You're fired." She gasped. "You can't. That's illegal." Harrison laughed. "Claire arranged your hiring. I never signed your contract." He pulled me closer. I avoid mixing personal and professional matters, but let's be clear. Amelia is my wife. The sycophant's adoration twisted into glares at Vivian. They'd bet on the wrong horse. As Vivian left, Claire bombarded Harrison's phone. Vivian made mistakes, but young girls deserve second chances. Harrison's tone iced over. "Claire, need I remind you? I run Script now." Defeated, Claire hung up. Even her fondness for Vivian wasn't worth risking Harrison's wrath. But I knew this wasn't over. To crush someone, you must strike their foundation. Vivian would retaliate, and Claire's scheming wouldn't stop. Sure enough, days later, Claire warmly invited us to her birthday gala. Known for extravagant parties, she'd never before sought our attendance. The trap was obvious. Vivian's new video dropped pre-party. Claire's birthday preparations with her future daughter-in-law. Fans gushed. "Where's Government Harry? We need couple pics." Arriving at the venue, we spotted Vivian glued to Claire's side, toasting guests. Their shock at seeing me was palpable. I approached, smiling. "Miss Vivian, Claire dotes on you like a daughter. An outsider might mistake you for family." Claire nearly dropped her champagne flute. "Don't be absurd." I widened my eyes. "Just a joke." "Why so nervous?" Vivian gaped. "Amelia, why are you here?" Harrison stepped in. "My wife belongs wherever I am. But you, Miss Vivian. Who invited you?" Vivian paled. Claire shot her a warning look, dragging her away. Once the party was in full swing, I nodded at Harrison. He feigned illness and retreated upstairs. Predictably, Vivian followed. Claire had been plying Harrison with drinks all night, but he'd stayed sober. When their plans stalled, I decided to help. Minutes later, the butler burst in shouting, "Mrs. Amelia, there's an intruder in your bedroom." I gasped for the crowd's benefit. "Everyone come quick." The elite guests stampeded after me despite Claire's protests. We found Vivian, not in Harrison's room but mine, cornered by the butler. She clawed at her face, but the damage was done. Harrison emerged from the adjacent room, baffled. "What's the commotion?" Vivian shrieked. "But I saw you go in here." The crowd's disgusted murmurs said it all. Her facade crumbled into panic. No, it's not what you think." I stepped forward, my voice icy. "Miss Vivian, you're trespassing. Leave now or I'll involve the police." She snarled, "You'll regret this," before storming off. As she left, I plucked a strand of her hair from the carpet. Vivian's standing among the elite had crumbled. Once tolerated for her influencer status, she was now persona non grata. Yet her fanbase remained. She launched a tearful live stream, painting herself as the victim of my unjust firing. Claire even sent gifts midstream, fueling the outrage. Comments exploded. "That manager is pure jealousy. Look how her mother-in-law comforts her, a true saint." The internet mob found me within hours. My phone flooded with hate messages and prank calls. My ID photo leaked online. Even my high school expulsion, for defending myself against bullies, resurfaced. Suddenly, Amelia trended alongside fabricated scandals. Harrison confiscated my phone. "Don't read this garbage," he murmured, kissing my temple. The expulsion was true. Raised in foster care, I'd fought back when boys cornered me in an alley. My taekwondo skills saved me, but their wealthy families ensured I took the blame. That hardship led me to Scroop. And to Harrison. He held me tighter. "It ends today." Harrison moved swiftly. Defamatory posts vanished. He verified his Twitter as Scroop's chairman, posting, "One wife. Amelia. Defamation lawsuits incoming." Our wedding photos went viral. I countered with security footage. Vivian, accidentally, bumping into Harrison. Her relentless deliveries to our home. A thread detailing my past. Jeremy, formerly Johnny, corroborated the photo shoot sabotage. The tide turned. Comments now read, "Vivian lied? This CEO and his wife are #couple goals." "That kind mother-in-law raised a snake." Harrison launched a retweet contest. $100K to 10 lucky followers. The ultimate power flex. Vivian quietly deleted her account. But lawsuits awaited her, for illegal filming and defamation. With Vivian handled, we turned to Claire. Harrison slid a paternity test across the table to his father, Marcus. "Dad, meet Claire's secret daughter, with her first love." Marcus's hand trembled as he read. Then he backhanded Claire. "You betrayed me?" Claire whirled on me. "You did this." I shrugged. "Your obsession with Vivian at the party was suspicious." A hunch led me to dig deeper. The truth. Claire had rekindled her first love after marrying Marcus. Vivian was their love child. After her lover's death, Claire groomed Vivian to seduce Harrison, a bid to control Scroop. Harrison presented more evidence. Embezzlement. Bribes. Cooked books. Marcus rubbed his temples. "Call the police. Now." As officers cuffed Claire, Harrison whispered, "I'll ensure your prison stay mirrors my childhood." Her face paled. "Please. I didn't mean." I laced my fingers with Harrison's. "Enough staring," I teased, pinching his cheek. "But Vivian still lives nearby. Seeing her irritates me." Harrison grinned. New house secured. We move next week. Our farewell to the neighborhood came sooner than expected. While walking home, phone pressed to my ear, I spotted Vivian. Her online downfall had left her gaunt, eyes hollow. No company would touch her. Former fans now spat her name. Our eyes met. Hers flashed with venom. Then I saw it. The glint in her hand. A knife. I dropped my phone, dodging, but the blade grazed my arm. Harrison's panicked voice crackled from the ground. "Amelia. What's wrong?" I disarmed Vivian with a roundhouse kick, twisting her wrist. "You did this to yourself," I hissed. "Enjoy prison with Claire." Police hauled her away as Harrison sprinted toward me. He clutched my bandaged arm, trembling. I should have monitored her better. I kissed his knuckles. "Remember your wife's a black belt?" Epilogue. I resigned from Scroop after my identity went public. Whispers followed. "That's how she got promoted?" Harrison pouted for weeks. "How will I survive without seeing you daily?" I compromised. Endless texts. Flower deliveries to my new office. Colleague swooned. CEO romance. My private Twitter chronicled our life, now dubbed #SeahawkSweetheart. Though I cringe at the nickname. Harrison became the ultimate house husband. Sulking when I worked late. Panicking when I fainted after back-to-back all-nighters. At the hospital he demanded, "Quit. Now." I smirked. Or, "I'm pregnant." Harrison froze. Tears spilled. "I'm going to be a dad?" A colleague's text interrupted. Vivian convicted of assault. I silenced my phone, watching Harrison cradle my stomach with reverent hands.